everybody. I'm going to wait for a second to see if anybody jumps on. Okay, I'll just go ahead and get started. Hey, hi Ginger. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was approved and people are on here. Hey Patty. Hey Jaylyn. Thank you so much for inviting me to be on. My name is Kara Smith, and I am a countess from Columbus, Ohio. I've been in the business since March 20th of this year. And this is Hudson. This is his first Facebook Live video. Yeah, he's 2 weeks old. So, yeah, so we're going to hope that he does okay throughout the whole video. We'll see. He's awake, so we'll just hope that this goes well. Like I said, I've been in the Synergence since March 20th. And but I've been in network marketing since 2012. So again, thank you, Jaylyn, for just inviting me to get on and kind of sharing my story about Synergence and LipSense and how it changed my life. And just I hope that I can add some value to you guys and in recruiting. So I've been in network marketing since 2012. So I've only been with one other company. I was with another company. I started in 2012, August of 2012. So exactly like 5 years. Before that, I don't have any prior network marketing experience. I got married when I was 18 years old and I had a baby really fast. And so I've been a stay-at-home mom. I had a custom cake business that I built for several years. My husband, he was a trash man. And in 2012, I was getting ready to send my son to private school. And on my cake salary and my husband's trash man job, it just wasn't cutting for that private school tuition. And so I know that I just knew that I needed to do something different. And my cousin was in a company and she was doing really well. And even though I didn't have any like sales experience or MLM experience, I just knew that I had to do something different because, like I said, cakes just wasn't doing it. I had a very successful cake business, but in 2011, at the end of the tax year, I was negative $1,000 in my cake business. And so like that was just not going to do for a $400 a month tuition for my son. And so I joined a network marketing company, and it completely changed my life. Network marketing completely changed my life. Within a year and a half, I was a six-figure earner in that company. And so my husband was able to quit his job, and it was amazing. That company changed our life. And I knew that network marketing was the vehicle for everything that I needed to do. You know, I knew that a 9 to 5 was not going to get us to, you know, where we needed to go, what we needed to do. And when I saw the opportunity for what this industry could do for everybody's lives, that's when I really got it. When I saw people's lives starting to be changed outside of myself, I think we all join companies because it's going to benefit us, and you know, we think about what we can do to change our lives. But when you start being able to see what this can do for other people's lives, that is what changes everything. And so I actively built that business for over 3 years, from 2012 to 2015. And then after that, I decided to go into full-time ministry. So I took a step back from network marketing, and I went into full-time ministry for a year and a half. And so that brings us up to now. And so I really at that point felt like it was time to move on. And I started praying for just another opportunity to come my way. I was praying for the right opportunity. I knew that this industry is something that I love, and what I love most is just building up other people and building teams and helping other people really just kind of reach their dreams and go for goals and stuff. And so I'd really been wanting to find something, you know, the next opportunity for me. And so how I came about Senegence was one day I'm in a lot of like Facebook groups and stuff, networking groups, that kind of thing. And I saw a post on Facebook for a girl who was in like a networking group, and she was asking if anyone knew of a space to hold an opportunity meeting for 100 girls. And that immediately like caught my attention, because I am like, if there's a product that can get 100 girls in a room, I need to know about this. And so I kind of like creeped on this chick's page, and it turned out to be Senegence. And guys, like, I have a lot of Facebook friends, lots of networkers in my Facebook feed. I mean, people are trying to like sell me crap all the time. And this was the very first time that I had heard about this product. And so I was like, okay, I'm like, but they probably have like a crappy compensation plan, like whatever. Because I've been approached just by so many people, you know, over the last 5 years. And I got on and I started just researching this company. And I remember that night, I spent like 5 hours on YouTube watching videos about the product and watching videos about this compensation plan. And guys, I know and understand compensation plans, and this is one of the best compensation plans I've ever seen, period, like ever. It is legit. And so I was very, very impressed by just everything that I was reading and hearing and seeing about this product, this company. And so honestly, how I got recruited, because again, I never even seen this on my Facebook feed. I just posted this on Facebook. I said, hey, has anybody ever tried LipSense? And, or wants to try LipSense? What have you heard about LipSense? And I had a few people like, no, I haven't tried it, but I want to try it. And I had a girl that I used to go to church with, and she said, yeah, I just signed up, and I sell it. And so I sent her a message, and she told me, like, she'd never been in network marketing either, but she told me about Jaylyn, and she told me that, you know, we're on like one of the best teams in the company, and I kind of creeped Jaylyn out a little bit and just, you know, see kind of like what's going on. And you guys, like, I'll just be honest, I just signed up. Like, I signed up that night without ever trying the product, without knowing anything really about anything. I'm definitely not a makeup girl, so yeah, I'm totally a creeper. So I just signed up and I just went for it, guys. I didn't even try the product. And so I signed up, and the very next day I met up with the girl that I signed up under, and she gave me a starter collection just to like get started, because I'm like, hey, I need to get started. I need to get rolling. Yeah, my winged eyeliner, I do that. That's it. Patty. So we met up, and she gave me a kit, and it was freaking blue red, guys. Like, I'm not a lipstick person. I'm not a big makeup person. And the first color you're going to give me to try to do a video is blue red. So, so I got home, and I was just like, hey, who wants to see if like LipSense actually works? Because I signed up, so I'm like, it's only $55. There's no auto ship. There's no website. So, hey, if like nothing else, like I'm just going to get a makeup discount for a year. And so I got home, and I had a friend come over, and honestly, like, even though everything that I knew about this company and the growth that Senegence has experienced in the last year, I still wasn't actually expecting this to like work, like to like be legit and actually work. And so I I got home, I had a friend come over, and I just posted on Facebook like, hey, who wants to see if like this Libsyn stuff actually works? And I had a few girls come yeah, like we want to see. And so I made like this private group that actually ended up being like my makeup group. And I tried Blue Red, and it was ridiculous. And it was like 14 minutes long. Like I made this like way more complicated than it needed to be. But oh my gosh, when it actually worked, like we couldn't believe it. Like we were just like, oh my gosh, holy crap. Like this is legit. It actually works. And so I was happy, of course, because I'd already signed up at that point. And then my friend, which is actually Karen Boats, she was like, all right, she was my first customer. I actually asked her to be my pity customer, because I'm like, I need somebody who like, just make me feel better about signing up. Like, just buy this so I feel better about signing up, and it wasn't a complete waste of my $55. And so she was my pity customer, and she ended up, we were trying to prove it wrong. So she signed up like the very next day, and she's actually a lady now. So like we've both, she's my ride or die. So it worked. It's been awesome, and I'm so excited about this opportunity. And so, so that's how I got started. Pretty kind of crazy. Again, like, I didn't even try the product. You don't have to be like a huge makeup person. It's really just about finding something that you're excited about and sharing it with other people. And so I wanted to get on to share just some tips about recruiting. Again, like I've been in the industry for, 5 years now, and there's some things that I've learned that I wish I would have known sooner in the beginning. If I would have just got these things and just embraced them a little bit sooner, it would have helped me more in the beginning. And so one of the things that I like to tell my girls is when we're talking about the fear of rejection. So that's honestly one of the biggest things that I found in the beginning that held me back from recruiting, or like the fear of talking to people about the business, was the fear of rejection or you being rejected. None of us like hearing no. And I know when I first signed up that with my first company, I really felt like when people told me no, it was them telling me like they don't like me or they were rejecting me. And so that was really hard for me to overcome. And it took me a while to be able to do that. And so I remember one day I was out to lunch with one of the leaders in my company, and I was talking about how, like, oh my gosh, if someone wouldn't sign up with me, or if, man, this person said they were going to sign up and they didn't, or this person signed up with somebody else, like, I just took it to heart. And she was like, Kara, she was like, we were out to lunch, and she's like, Kara, she's like, something you need to tell yourself, she said, is when someone rejects you, you need to tell that what you need to say to yourself is, they just don't want any mustard. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, she's like, we're sitting here eating lunch, and the waitress just came and she took your order for your sandwich. And she asked you if you wanted any mustard. And you told her no. She said, she said, when you said that you didn't want any mustard, she said, did she start crying? Like, did she say, like, oh, like, don't you like me? Like, why don't you want any mustard? I don't understand. She said, no. She just said, okay. She took her order and she walked away. She says, Kara, so when people tell you no about the opportunity, all you need to say to yourself is, they just don't want any mustard. Okay, so guys, don't take the rejection to heart. And I know that's honestly like one of the biggest things is if someone says no to the opportunity, just say, they just don't want any mustard. Okay, so that was one of the things that like really like, it's so simple and kind of like silly, but it really got me through. And honestly, like one of the things too, when people tell you no about the opportunity, one of the things that I learned as the farther along that I got in my journey, I was happy that not everybody joined me in the beginning. You will grow so much and learn so much. And honestly, I did such a bad job in the beginning. When people did join me later on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you didn't sign up when I first signed up. I was so bad. Oh, so bad. So like, oh, I'm so glad they waited. So there'll be some people that you'll be happy, when they wait. Okay. So again, they just don't want any mustard. That's all you got to tell yourself. One of the other things is making the decision to plant yourself in your business. One of the reasons why I believe like people can be who are successful in this industry is they make the decision to plant themselves right where they are. They know that the grass isn't greener somewhere else. They don't company hop. They understand that the importance of just planning yourself, committing, and being consistent in your business. One of the things that I see people do is they just they can hop from one company to company to company thinking that it's going to be better somewhere else. That the problems are, it's not going to be the same. The challenges aren't going to be the same. Guys, I'm telling you this, that the challenges that we face in this business, they're the same anywhere that you go. And so making the decision to just plant yourself in this opportunity, it's really going to legitimize yourself. And so other people on my team have told me that when other people have heard that they were on my team, that they just said, they're like, oh, okay, like that's legit. Like your team must be legit, because I have a reputation of when I do a business, it being serious. I'm serious and I'm consistent in my business. So just make the decision to just be here, be all in, be committed, learn the lessons that you need to learn. Understand that the grass isn't greener anywhere else. You're still going to have to mow. Learn the lessons that you need to learn to grow a successful business right here. Because I'm telling you this, guys, like the compensation we have, the product that we have, the timing that we have, you're really not going to find anything better anywhere else right now. And so that's what I want to encourage you with. Another tip that I have is hold on, I got a fussy baby, is creating something bigger than yourself that other people are going to want to be a part of. Something that I think it's easy for us to get caught up in is thinking that this is all about us. And we can get so focused on our rank, our promotion, our commission, those qualified levels, that it's easy to take our eyes off of the bigger picture. We need to understand that not everybody is going to be motivated by the same things that we are. So just talking about like just the money and stuff all the time isn't going to get a lot of people. Ooh. Newborns. Oh, hold on. Are we okay? Okay. People want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And most people are not super motivated by money and like we talk about like all the trips we can earn and the cars and stuff, and that's awesome. But one of the things that I'm very intentional about is creating an amazing team culture and talking about my team and really investing in my team. And, my team, I'm very intentional about creating just an awesome team and tight knit and a group that, supports each other. And I talk about it all the time. And so from the very beginning, we have just made that such a priority. And we've had so many people just want to join us because they just want to be a part of that. We've had people come to our meetings and they're like, we don't even need the money. We just want to be a part of this team. So many people just want friends and, want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And so get the focus off of just yourself and kind of like what's in it for me, but really just make creating an amazing team atmosphere a priority. And that's really going to help your business a lot. And if you're like, well, I don't have a team yet, plug into your upline, get connected, work on adding value to the team that you're already in until you have a team of your own. Okay. That is really going to help you. Another tip that I have is, and this is a huge one, it's owning who you are. Okay. Really just being your authentic self. I understand who I am. And I own who I am, and I don't apologize for who I am. I know that in the beginning of my network marketing journey, I was really kind of shy about maybe posting. Like, I didn't want to offend people. I was afraid to death of being unfriended or blocked. I stayed kind of like in this box for a little bit, and once I finally got that, when you just kind of embrace who you are, figure out who you are and own it, and share that with everybody, that is when, things come alive for you. And that is what I tell my girls all the time is own who you are and don't try to be someone else. I think that if you look at other people and you're always trying to do what other people are doing without figuring out who you are, that can really hinder your business. And I know I'll talk about Patty's on here, and I'm going to talk about Patty. Patty's someone who she had never been in network marketing before. And she approached me about the business. And I remember the very first night she came to a party that I was having. And she showed up and she's like super shy. First of all, I was so surprised she even actually showed up because she drove like 40 minutes in rush hour traffic. And I'm like, there's no way this chick's going to show up. But she showed up, and she ended up like, she was scared to death to try Sassy Z, y'all. She said like the only makeup she ever bought was like $3 Wet n Wild eyeshadow, the kind that like tells you, where you like lid, brow, like it tells you where to put the eyeshadow. Like that's what she did. Okay, so she super shy, kind of awkward. And again, never done this type of business before. And so when she signed up, I was like, okay. I was like, oh, all right, I'll sign you up. We'll see, how this goes. But she was really engaged and I could tell like she was trying really hard, that first little bit. And one of the things that I said to her very early on was, do not try to be me. Yes, you are the most awkwardest, Patty. We love you. I said, do not try to be me. That is one way to fail, is if you try to be me. I'm a very driven type of person. I'm a hustler. I'm very out there with my business. Not like I'm very particular, type of personality. And I says, do not try to be me. Be yourself. Figure out who you are, embrace who you are, be yourself. And she's one of the people who actually took that to heart. And Patty just freaking just blossomed and turned into this amazing just team leader and business builder. And it's hard for me just to even talk about her because she is just so amazing. And guys, she's freaking hilarious. Like, she does these videos on her page. And one video, she did a video of like corn on this, showing her lip syncs, eating corn on the cob. And in like 2 days, it got like 30,000 views. I am like, who does that? I'm like, she does like all these like crazy videos and they're hilarious. And she documents her Adventures with her son, Chuck. And, you know, like she just took my advice to heart, embraced who she is. And that really just exploded her business. And now, and when I talk about her, I'm like, if I tried to be Patty, I would fail because that's not who I am. And so, you know, I'm like, don't try to be me. And I'm definitely not going to try to be you because I'm not funny like that. I am definitely not that funny. You know, and it just exploded her business. So yeah, y'all need to follow her. Her Facebook group is I'm That Patty. Shameless plug. She's amazing. And so she just is an example of someone who just embraced who she is and, you know, how that has grown her business. And so I really just want to encourage you guys that if you're kind of struggling, just really start accepting who you are and kind of owning that. And that's, again, like, I had to do that too because, you know, I never thought in a million years that I would join a makeup company. Like, makeup MLMs is one of the things that I used to roll my eyes at. Because, again, I'm not a makeup girl. Honestly, probably 90% of the people on my team are not makeup girls either. And when I first signed up, I even made... I'm like, I'm signing up, I'm joining a makeup company. Like, I really need some, like, I see people using, like, makeup brushes. Like, I watch that Katie chick who does all the Senegence, like, makeup videos and stuff. Yeah, I don't do that. But I watched some of her videos, and she uses, like, all these different brushes and stuff. And so I'm like, hey, I guess I need makeup brushes. And so I went on Amazon, and I ordered, like, this pack of $10 makeup brushes. And there was, like, I know they're not good quality, but they came, and I made, yes, Katie Enos, and I made this post because I got this bag of brushes. There's like 20 of them in there, and I didn't know what any of them did, y'all. Like, I'm sitting there, and it doesn't come with directions, so I just have all these brushes. I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. I don't know. And so I made a video about that. And I posted it in my group. And I'm like, somebody help me with these brushes, guys. Like, I don't know what to do. And no one was... I still don't know what all those brushes are for. I use one for, like... I have, like, the foundation one. And then I have one that I use for my eyeliner. And then, like, a blender for some of my concealer stuff. But I don't know what the rest of them do, guys. But that's okay. I do not have to be that Katie girl to make money in this business, to be successful in this business. And I knew that when I signed up. I do not have to be a makeup artist to be successful in this business. What makes me successful in this business is being myself. And I know what I'm good at. It's about finding your sweet spot. It's about finding kind of what just you are amazing at. And I know what I'm amazing at, and what my sweet spot is empowering my team, building teams, building leaders, speaking life, building people up, helping them be successful. I get so distracted by the comments. And that is honestly one of the best tips that I can find. But I know that that's definitely easier said than done, and that's kind of a journey that we all have to be on. So that's something that I just wanted to encourage you guys with. And finally, the last thing, and probably the most important thing that I want to talk to you guys about, is we talk about recruiting all the time. We want to grow our teams, get more downlines, build our teams, sign people up. How many people have you signed up? I haven't signed up anybody this month. So I want to talk to you guys about raising your lid. And when I first signed up in network marketing, I signed up a bunch of people really fast. I signed up, I don't know, like 20, 30 girls in like 20 days. Really, really fast in my first company. But guess what? I did not know how to lead those girls. And all I knew was what I wanted to accomplish and the goals that I wanted to reach. And so for the first 2 months, I was dragging everybody with me, and I was just, my team was a mess. I was doing everything. I wasn't leading my team. And so, yes, I reached a very big goal. I got a $10,000 bonus in my first 60 days in that first company. But after that, I I felt like I was just like, I was hitting this wall in my business. Like I couldn't get to that next level. Like I just, as much as I was trying, and I was like, I was having to force to make everything happen. And, I didn't know what my problem was, and I just couldn't go any higher. And so I was getting really, really frustrated because I wanted to go that next level so bad. But honestly, I didn't know what to do, you know, when it came to leading my team, or even the importance of leading my team. And so one day I happened across, someone was telling me about this book. So I was reading this book, and it's by John Maxwell, and it's called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And the very first law is called the law of the lid. And that law basically states that your leadership ability is the lid on your potential in anything that you do in your life. And so if my leadership level is at a 6, that's my lid. I can never be a 7, because that's the lid on my potential. And so I remember reading that chapter, and I remember crying because I felt like somebody got it. I felt like I was finally going to get help. That there was hope for me and my team and my business. And once I got that, that's what changed my business, because I realized that, yes, I may be like a recruiting rock star, whatever, but if I don't know how to lead these people after I reel them in, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. You have to know that investing in yourself, leading yourself, is the number one thing that you can do. It's the most important thing that you can do. So before you even start wanting to build a downline, you need to figure out how to lead yourself. Because if you can't even lead yourself, you are not going to be able to lead a downline, and your business is going to fall apart, guys. And there's nothing more frustrating than putting in all this work to recruit all these people and then not be able to to lead them, to keep them, to watch your team fall apart because of your lack of leadership. And that is the most frustrating thing. It's the most humbling thing to do. And I'm not saying I have it all figured out and I'm an amazing leader, but once I got that, what was the cap on my potential is my own leadership ability. That's something that I have control of. And so I took that and I ran with it. And I actually spent thousands of dollars I joined the John Maxwell team that year. Not saying you have to go out and do that. But like Josh Coates, who was on Jay Lynn's training, couple months ago, I joined the John Maxwell team too. And it wasn't to build a business, it was to invest in my leadership growth. And so when I did that and dedicated time every single day to grow myself as a leader, that is when my team exploded. And so from that point on, within a year of doing that and starting investing in my business, I was a top 150 money earner in the entire company. And I credit learning how to be a more effective leader to that success. And so honestly, that's the most important thing I can tell you. So if you're like, well, I don't even have a downline, perfect. Perfect. That is the best time to get started leading yourself. Because like I say, you are always going to be the hardest person to lead is yourself. And so those are some things that I just wanted to encourage you with today. And so I hope that helped somebody. Hudson fell asleep, so that's good. Again, thank you, Jalen, for having me hop on and just share. And you guys I really want to encourage you to check out all these other videos, because learning from other leaders, other people on the team, it's always important. You're going to hear something that just connects to you, that speaks to you, and that can change your business. And so I thank you guys for hopping on today. Hudson had a good time. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.